I'm Kevin, one of the content managers at Dovetail Games, and this is Feather River Canyon. This is one of those routes that's pretty well known to rail fans in America and probably all over the world. The main section of route from Oroville to Keddie is approximately 70 miles. There is also the branch up to Crescent Mills and the line from Quincy Junction down to Quincy itself. The Feather River Canyon was considered previously as too difficult with all the engineering features required, but by the early 20th century things had changed and it became viable to build the route through the canyon. So consequently there are huge, impressive engineering structures. We have used very few generic bridge models in the canyon. Most of them are custom built to suit the area and are good representations of the real thing. And one of the key features is the famous Keddie Y, which is basically a railway viaduct, but it splits into two. It has a junction on the viaduct itself, which is pretty unusual in railway circles. The canyon itself is probably the signature feature, but my actual favourite part is where the line traverses the grasslands of Northern California. This was particularly challenging because at first glance there's not much there. There is just endless rolling grassy hills, but one of my mottos is there is never nothing there. There is always something there. And as you continue travelling north and then round to the east, the landscape slowly changes, it gets hillier. Finally you go into that one long tunnel, tunnel number 8, and you burst out into a completely different world in the canyon itself. We began to realise that there was a huge hydroelectric power scheme down there. These hydroelectric features that we've carefully put together, I would look out for those. They're not always visible immediately, but we still put a lot of detail into them. There's a big difference in climate from one end to the other. At the western end you'll see palm trees and it gets blisteringly hot in summer, and then of course as you get higher into the mountains the weather changes. It does snow in winter, so this has given us the added complication of creating two sets of assets, some that have snow and some that don't have snow. Another challenge with this route is it's historic. It's actually set in 1970, which means a lot of things have changed. So we can't always rely on Google Earth, Google Street View, because a lot of it isn't there anymore. The route also comes with 2 locomotives and freight vehicles. The main loco is the General Electric U30B, which is a new model for us. This is in Western Pacific livery. The EMD F7 locomotive, this is the freight version with a single headlight, also in Western Pacific livery. The 50-foot plug door boxcar, which is correct for the period. A 50-foot reefer car, that's a refrigerated car, also correct for the period. A flat car and a Western Pacific Railroad style caboose with passenger view. We like to think that every route we build is a little bit better than the last one, and I'm particularly proud of Feather River. We did a lot of research. I like to think we've done a pretty good job of getting the character of the area correct. The Feather River route, it really is one of my favourites. I've enjoyed working on it. I think we've done a really good job. I'm very proud of it.